Vegas isn't scamming you with one big lie. That would be too obvious, too easy to spot, too simple to avoid. No, Vegas is scamming you with 10 small ones. Changes so gradual, you barely notice them happening. Policies that crept in while you weren't paying attention. Fees that appeared on receipts and became normal before you thought to question them. Death by 1,000 cuts. Each one small enough to ignore. Together, they're bleeding you dry. Today, I'm naming all 10. The changes that are hurting tourists right now. The extractions hiding in plain sight. The ways Vegas is taking more from you while delivering less. And by the end, you'll see the pattern. The strategy behind every single change. The way they all connect to one fundamental shift in how this city sees you. Let's start counting. Number 10, resort fees. This charge didn't exist 20 years ago. You booked a room, you paid for the room. That was the transaction. Simple, honest, done. Now there's a second charge hiding behind the first. $40 a night, $50, $60 at some properties. Mandatory. Unavoidable, added to your bill whether you want it or not. For what exactly? Wi-Fi that should have been included since 2010. Gym access you'll never use. Pool entry that used to be automatic. A daily newspaper nobody under 50 has read in a decade. Phantom amenities. Fake value. Real money leaving your wallet. You search for a room at $200. You book it. You show up. And suddenly it's $260. The resort fee hiding until checkout, designed to make the initial price look competitive while the final price picks your pocket. That's not hospitality. That's bait and switch wearing a name tag. Number 9, parking fees. For 50 years, parking in Las Vegas was free. 50 years. Half a century of casinos understanding a simple truth. Make it easy to arrive, remove friction, get people through the doors, and the gambling pays for everything else. That understanding is dead now. MGM started charging in 2016. Everyone followed. Now you're paying $20, $30, more for the privilege of valet, just to arrive, just to give them the opportunity to take more money inside. Free parking used to say welcome. Paid parking says transaction. From the moment you pull into the garage, the meter is running. The extraction has begun, and you haven't even seen your room yet. Number 8, automatic gratuity. Order a drink at the bar. Watch the bartender pour it. Check the receipt. 18% gratuity already added. Sometimes 20%. Sometimes 22%. Your generosity decided for you. Your tip calculated and applied without asking whether the service deserved it. Restaurants doing the same thing, adding gratuity to parties of 2, parties of 1, every check padded before you can reach for your pen. They frame it as protecting workers, making sure servers get fair compensation. But the percentages keep climbing, and the service doesn't climb with them. You're paying 20% automatically for service that might deserve 10, or 5, or nothing at all. Your choice removed. Your wallet opened without permission. If you're watching this channel, you know I don't exaggerate. I document, I expose, I let the evidence speak. And the evidence on Vegas right now is damning. Subscribe, because this list is just the beginning. The pattern behind these changes, the strategy connecting them all, that's where this gets truly disturbing. You're going to want to see where this goes. Let's keep counting. Fees on top of fees on top of fees. But here's the thing, resort fees, parking charges, automatic gratuity. These are the obvious extractions, the ones you can see on your receipt, the ones you might grumble about but ultimately accept because they're printed right there in black and white. Numbers 7 and 6 are different. These are the changes they hope you won't notice, the ones designed to be invisible until it's too late. Number 7, shrinkflation. The menu looks the same. The prices look the same, maybe a little higher, but inflation, right? Everything costs more now. What doesn't look the same is what arrives on your plate. The steak that used to be 12 ounces, now 8. Same price, 66% of the food. The cocktail that used to hit you after 2 sips, now tastes like someone waved the liquor bottle over the glass from across the room. Same price, half the pour. The portions shrinking while the checks stay fat. It's not inflation. Inflation means prices rise to match costs. This is something else. This is charging the same while delivering less. Hoping you won't notice until you're already chewing. Hoping you'll blame yourself for being hungrier than usual. Hoping the memory of what portions used to be fades faster than the taste of what you just paid for. Number 6, Reduced housekeeping. Your room doesn't get cleaned anymore. Not automatically. Not daily. Not unless you specifically request it. They frame it as environmental. Sustainable hospitality. A green initiative for a healthier planet. Little cards in your room about saving water and protecting the earth. It's not environmental. It's cost-cutting, wearing a recycling symbol. Housekeeping is expensive. Workers cost money. Sending someone to change your sheets every day eats into margins, so they made it opt-in. They made you ask for something that used to be automatic. They made you feel guilty for wanting clean towels. Like you're hurting the planet by expecting basic hotel service. Meanwhile, the room rate didn't drop. You're paying the same price for a room that doesn't get cleaned, unless you specifically demand what you already paid for. 6 changes. Resort fees adding $50 a night. Parking fees adding $30 a day. Automatic gratuity adding 20% to every check. Shrinkflation cutting your portions in half. Housekeeping requiring special requests. Added up. Your Vegas trip now costs hundreds more than it did 5 years ago. For less food, less service, less of everything except the bill. But here's what I need you to understand. The financial extraction is just half the scam. Numbers 5 through 1 aren't about your wallet. They're about something money can't measure. Your time, your experience, your actual chance of enjoying this trip. Changes that don't show up on any receipt but cost you everything that matters. That's where this gets truly ugly. Number 5, table minimum explosion. Remember $5 blackjack? Sitting down with 60 bucks, playing for 3 hours, walking away with a story even if you lost. That's gone. $5 tables are extinct. $10 tables nearly impossible to find. Minimums now start at $25, $50 on weekends, $100 at prime tables. Your $60 gambling budget lasts one hand now, maybe two. The casino floor isn't for regular people anymore. It's for people who don't flinch at losing a car payment in 20 minutes. The rest of us just watch. Number 4, comp program gutting. You used to get rewarded for loyalty. Come back year after year, earn points, get free rooms, free meals, the casino saying thank you for choosing us. That thank you has been devalued. Points worth half what they were 3 years ago. Free rooms requiring twice the play to earn. Tier status harder to achieve. Benefits quietly disappearing from the fine print. The message is clear. Your loyalty has no value here. Come back or don't. They'll find someone else. Number 3, slot machine reprogramming. The machines look the same. Same flashing lights, same celebratory sounds, same promise of jackpots waiting to happen. But the math inside changed. Payout percentages quietly reduced. The machines taking more, giving less. You're not imagining that your money disappears faster now. It does. The odds shifted against you, while everything visible stayed exactly the same. Number 2, entertainment extinction. The free shows that made Vegas feel generous. Gone. The pirate battle at Treasure Island. Ships fighting in that lagoon. Explosions and stunts and crowds 10 deep watching for free. Shut down. Filled in. Replaced with nothing. The volcano at Mirage. That iconic eruption every hour. Gone. The property itself closing. The sidewalk entertainment. The random spectacle. The sense that magic could happen just walking down the street. Eliminated. Vegas used to give you reasons to wander. Now it just gives you reasons to spend. 4 changes. Table minimums pricing out regular people. Loyalty programs devalued into meaninglessness. Slot machines reprogrammed to take more. Free entertainment erased from existence. They raised the prices, gutted the rewards, killed the free shows, made the gambling worse. 4 changes that transformed Vegas from a city that wanted you to have fun into a city that just wants your wallet. But here's what connects every single item on this list. They all assume the same thing, that you won't notice, or that you'll notice and come anyway. That you have no alternative, no power, no choice. Number 1 isn't a fee, isn't a cut, isn't a policy change you can point to on a receipt. Number 1 is how Vegas sees you now. The fundamental shift in how this city views every tourist who walks through its doors. And once you understand it, you'll never see Vegas the same way again. Number 1, you're no longer a guest. You're a target. That's it. That's the change that makes every other change on this list possible. Not a fee, not a policy, not something you can circle on your receipt and demand a refund for. A philosophy, a fundamental shift in how Las Vegas views every single person who walks through its doors. Old Vegas had a different philosophy: make them feel like winners, even when they lose. Give them free drinks while they gamble, comp their rooms when they play enough, put on shows that cost nothing to watch. Create an experience so generous, so abundant, so overwhelming that they can't wait to come back. The math was simple. Treat people well today, they return tomorrow, they bring friends, they become evangelists. The lifetime value of a happy guest far exceeds what you extract from them on any single trip. That was the deal. That was Vegas for 50 years. New Vegas did different math. They looked at the spreadsheets. They calculated maximum extraction. They asked one question: how much can we take before they stop coming? And then they took exactly that much. The resort fees exist because they calculated you'd pay them. The parking charges exist because they calculated you'd accept them. The service cuts exist because they calculated you wouldn't notice. The experience degradation exists because they calculated you have nowhere else to go. Every change on this list flows from this single shift, from guest to target, from relationship to transaction, from long-term loyalty to short-term extraction. They decided it's more profitable to squeeze you once than to earn your return over decades. More profitable to treat you as disposable. More profitable to assume you're never coming back and drain everything they can while you're here. That's not hospitality, that's predation. But here's what they got wrong. Their math had a flaw. They assumed you wouldn't notice. They assumed you'd keep coming regardless. They assumed nostalgia and habit and lack of alternatives would deliver you to their doors no matter how badly they treated you. They were wrong. Visitor numbers are collapsing, down from 42 million to under 20 million. Repeat visitors vanishing, down 34%. The people who used to come twice a year, who used to evangelize this city to everyone they knew, who used to build traditions around Vegas trips, gone. The extraction model is failing, not slowly, rapidly. Every fee they added drove more people away than it captured in revenue. Every service they cut created more negative reviews than it saved in costs. Every change on this list accelerated the collapse they thought they were preventing. They bet against you. They lost. But here's what matters. You're not powerless. You never were. You have information now. You see the fees before they hit your bill. You understand the strategy behind every change. You recognize when you're being treated as a target instead of a guest. And you can choose differently. Book properties that still value guests. Spend money at places that earn it. Vote with your wallet every single day you're there. Or don't go at all. Take your vacation somewhere that actually wants you. Somewhere that sees a returning guest as an asset, not a sucker. Somewhere that hasn't forgotten what hospitality means. Vegas bet against you. Bet you'd pay whatever they charged. Bet you'd accept whatever they delivered. Bet your loyalty would outlast their contempt. Now you see it. The fees. The cuts. The calculations. The scam hiding in plain sight. 10 changes designed to take more while giving less. The only question left is what you do with this information. Keep paying. Keep accepting. Keep pretending the Vegas you loved still exists. Or walk away. Take your money somewhere that earns it. Somewhere that treats you like a guest, not a target. 10 changes. One philosophy. Your move.